well, not long ago, still waking up in some sense. So a little confused. I couldn't remember if I actually took the dose yesterday. I think I did. It seems I did. So, well, anyway, I made a thing here to try to figure out, because my brain is just totally fried at the moment. So I was like, okay, so the Sabbath, first day, second day, and Sunday, Monday, and all that. Well, yeah, it's just actually, and starting on taking the dose on Saturday and trying to figure out how many doses should I actually have left, and 28 there, and so as far as I can see, it should be day 10. And there's 3 doses left, which actually fits with what I have left. I have 12 pills left, so that would end me on, well, let's see, we're here at the moment. There we go. On day 3 until sunset. And then we are, then one more, and then one more, and one more. And the last day would then be Friday, pretty much, it seems. Friday at sunset. So that makes sense. So one day, I took a double dose one day, so you need to take one dose off, of course. So that, I think that seems to be, valid. Still, it's really hard, to gather my thoughts in my brain at the moment. I don't know why, but it's just, now, in regards to things, again, the first 4 days of the Diflucan was absolutely the worst. And then I had a bump in regards to taking some natural things as well, which seems to push again. I still have, it's not that much, but I can still feel it in my arms. It's not totally wild in my arm. It's actually, but it's still there. I can still feel it in my arm at the moment. But it's not that much. So hopefully I still hope, hopefully it will totally disappear, but I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah, I guess that's not much to say actually. I still have some itching here and there, and ongoing. Again, I've tried some resveratrol as well. Added some, I took I think 10 milliliters of resveratrol, which is probably a lot compared to, and you really have to be careful with this stuff, it seems. I didn't actually go to the bathroom like the first time when I took it, and I took it with some cinnamon as well, so I'm not sure which one. But I'm not sure if it was that, but it could pretty much. I think that would probably be the culprit of getting diarrhea. Actually, I've just been on the toilet and there's no diarrhea, so that's nice. But anyway, I took 2 of these scoops, like 5 milliliters, I think, and 2 of those yesterday, and it does seem to do something. But I'm not sure if it's actually helping. But again, some say it's micro this and antioxidants and so forward. I did also take some cinnamon sticks yesterday and ate a couple of those. And I must say, it might be a little dangerous to eat these hard ones. You at least need to chew them very good, but if you are used to just swallowing, you don't want to have a piece of this stuck in your throat. So it might be actually, in regards to the Ceylon cinnamon, that is also what they say is the safe one, whatever. I don't know about that. But anyway, whatever the case, the other one would probably be... I saw the Ceylon in regards of antioxidants. It had like 8,000. I'm not sure how much, but in regards of comparing it to, it was one of the higher ones. I don't know if it's like how many grams and so forth, but anyway, it was one of the higher ones that has antioxidants, Ceylon. it was on the top 10. You have the gloves, or gloves, or how do you actually, I can't remember how you say it. The gloves, let's see if I can find it again. I've been eating some of them as well, and why is it? There we go. Oh, my brain is not functioning so good at the moment. Maybe it's because I just woken up. I don't know, but it's really low. I don't feel like I don't feel it's like glove. I'm not feeling like my brain is really running good at the moment. That's for sure. But overall, I guess there's not much to say. Again, I've been eating some and some cinnamon and some a little anise as well, I think it's called. Not sure if that would do anything, but I don't think. But anyway, I wanted to taste it. That was, spice as well. That was said to be up in. I'm not even sure where it is anymore. I thought it was out here. Apparently not. I have no idea where I put that. Maybe I've been eating them. I can't remember. Wow, my memory at the moment is just really bad. But I do have more of these, that's just gloves. It's like 15 gram per package. And again, it's like candy, and they're full of antioxidants and the polyphenols and all that. So that's great, I guess. I took the last part of the nystatin. I haven't really been good at taking like 4 a day and all that. So it's just a little here and a little there, pretty much. That is so. So of course maybe it will make it a little easier now that I'm off the fluid form, and of course it's not totally important with the nystatin anymore because it pretty much has done its, I've been on it for a long period already before the Diflucan, so it's not totally, I don't see it as a totally necessary thing in regards of the gut. It should have killed whatever, in the gut. So yeah, so that's nice. Had a good dump on the toilet hit this morning, so that was pretty good. So no diarrhea, so that's nice. That was always nice. So I could go out swimming and just have get my body movement. I just I don't really feel like I want to do it. I'm feeling still low on energy. Like it's and sadly, even if I come out, go out and swim, I don't think I get this, high off doing the exercise as you usually do, because the last 2 times I haven't really gotten that, and that was in the beginning of the Diflucan, and when did I do it? I did it, was in the weekend or something like that. Was it? I think it actually was Sunday, so it's not actually that long ago. But I really didn't, I didn't get to any point of, feeling like it was just, slow, it's like, just swimming and just really not getting to the point of really feeling like you're getting, so, and I'm still like at that point. I don't think I will feel any, more powerful, I don't know. Anyway, it would be nice. But anyway, so I have 4 doses, and of course I have a refill. I'm still thinking of if I should take the refill. I'm like, is it working or is it not working? I'm a little, up and down on this. Is it working or is it not working? I know the first 4 days was absolutely terrible. That was, really. But is it working or is it not working? Should I continue or shouldn't I continue in regards of, that's a good question. I'm just thinking of it. I have three doses left. So on Friday, pretty much, which would be, that's the beginning, isn't it? No. It's actually Thursday. So it's the Roman time. That would be Thursday. that would, when the beginning of the 6th day on sunset, I'm going to take that. I would have the last dose in regard to Friday. So on Friday, I should have made my mind, because that's the preparation day before the Sabbath. So I should have made up my mind at that point if I want to continue and do 2 weeks more on this. That's a good question, yeah, I'll continue, but I should see some more improvement, I think. But yeah, maybe it's a little hard. Maybe I'm just, I guess I'm just a little confused up in my head at the moment. It's it seems not to work so well, and it's hard to actually nail it down. I know it's not actually that bad at the moment, but it's still there, but it's actually not that bad. I still can feel it on my legs, I can still feel it on my arms, and at the moment it's not, the pressure is not that hard on the face. I did that was a little weird, like when I went swimming Sunday, it's like it was like my head was like pushing, the skin was pushing, from the inside in some sense. So I don't know. But yeah, it's still there, but it's not totally, heavy as such. It's at the moment at least, it's, but you never know in regards to over the day if it actually, but yeah, I'll have to check, over the day if it actually gets, but again, it's still there, but it's, at the moment, again, it's not that heavy. So I guess that might be a positive sign. So might be a good idea to take the next 2 weeks and all that and see what happens again, see how things goes. So, and yeah, and maybe continue taking the resveratrol, and I should try to get some of these cinnamons with, that is the Ceylon cinnamon. There's a place I can order. I know where they have some pretty good ones that I've used before. And then and they should be just easier to eat, I guess, That would be nice if I could just eat them like candy. Again, the other ones are a little more, and I am still a little afraid that I might actually do something stupid while having them and just, swallowing, something of a piece of this and actually get stuck or whatever, because they are pretty, it's 3 millimeters, so it is pretty heavy in the beginning. It's like but so I'm a little in regards of this one, but because you really have to think, don't swallow, you need to chew it up before swallowing, right? But that, if you just chew it up, it pretty much works. You just, the thing is, when you eat meat, sometimes you swallow a little and all that, and when you have this in your mouth, and have pieces of it still in the mouth, that would be a bad thing, that might not be a good thing. So the other cinnamon that is less of is very paper-like, you should be able to, pretty easily, I think, squash that up in your mouth compared to the other one, in regards of, chewing and all that. But, I have to try it out, That would be an easy way to get some antioxidants directly and in your system, and and the polyphenols. I'm not sure how. I don't think there's that many polyphenols. So I'm not sure there's different ones of those as well. I don't know how much, and what they can actually. But we know the cinnamon is apparently, they have this oil in it that apparently is antifungal as well. So that would be one way of getting some. If you can just eat, one a day instead of making tea or whatever, then it would move throughout your whole system, right? And and some say if you buy the things that are, I have some more of the other. That's the other one, cinnamon of course. Well, that's the powder one here. But some say that it might lose some of the nutrition. Well, you know, when you have it at like the, I don't know, whatever. But again, you know, having a cinnamon stick and some gloves or whatever, and who knows if I can find other things like a candy, like a snack on the go. It's, yeah, well, maybe not a snack. Well, maybe more like a candy thing, you know, and you know, being antifungal, you know, instead of not eating candy anyway. But you know, it would be, I guess, it would be a pretty good, you know, a replacement just to have a little here and a little there, right? That's pretty much what we do with candy. And of course we have this guy, which is also pretty good to have on the go, which is the dry meat, although it does make your teeth hurt if I eat a lot, or my teeth anyway. If I eat a package of this, you know, yeah, I'm close to getting pain in my gums, and that's not so. But they taste good. That's a problem. It tastes good. It's chewy, and it tastes good, and low sugar as well and all that. And it's just meat, dried meat, and with some spices on. It's great, really great. So, yeah. But again, you know, makes my gums hurt. So. Anything else? I don't think there's anything else, sadly. I don't think, yeah. I guess time will tell. It's nice to have, you know, if I have like the refill in regards, then I can go on for 2 weeks more. But of course I am at least I'm not at the stage like in the first 4 days where I was totally, you know, well, I was pretty rough. It could have been worse. It could have been a lot worse. But it was pretty rough, I think. And getting out of that on day 5 was pretty nice. Yeah. But then, you know, it's just, you know, I don't know. So after day 5, and we have been going for, and it's, what day is? It's Tuesday. Yeah, okay, it's not that, yeah, okay. Could still be promising, you know, I don't know. But in regards to the eye floaters, I haven't really checked the eye floaters, by the way, but I don't think it actually will be affected, because I think the eye floaters is just, it might just be a natural thing in the eyes and something I can't do anything about. Would have been nice if it were actually fungus related. And maybe it could be in regards of when the body gets into problems, and I don't know, but let's try the lamb here. They're probably already there, you know, they're still there probably. Yeah, I can still see floaters in my eyes, so they probably won't ever go away. So I'll just have to live with those. No, at least they're still there. It's hard to see any difference and all that because there's so many floating around inside. Yeah, but pretty much everywhere. Still the strings and whatever the things are. Would have been nice if it was a fungus issue, you know, in regards of removing the floaters. But yeah, see, nope, still trying. Oh, oops. Yeah, they're pretty much floating around in there. Yeah, nothing. Still, you know, would have been nice. Would have been nice. I had hope in the beginning, you know, that it must be candida. But listening to some of the other theories or whatever you want to call it, I think it just might be a natural thing in regards to the floaters in the eye. Degradation. I don't know why it would happen in regards of people, in regards of if one could, if one has not done so good to the body, that could probably progress it faster than if not. I was drinking heavy in my youth. I was drinking very, very heavy, so that of course is not so good with it in regards to the body and all that. So I guess there's not much to say. I don't really have anything, I I wish I could say, yeah, you know, something. I don't know in regards to the dandruff. So I'm still low on energy. I still have some. It's still there in my arms and in my legs. I can still feel it. You know, not that heavy at the moment, at least. You know, but it's. I don't know in regards to the dandruff. I haven't. You know, we're getting closer to. I guess the full moon. Yeah. So usually when it begins to itch and all that, I don't really feel like I have, you know, let's see if we can see if I have any. Usually it comes at that point in regards to the full moon. I already have issues and I'm like, let's see. Doesn't really look like this. It's a little. That's a little. Now we already have a little there. So that doesn't seem to have gone any better as such. It seems maybe it has. I don't know, but that's at least it seems to be a little at least. It's not too heavy. Anyway, we'll see. I guess I'll just have to continue 2 weeks more and see if and then. Maybe take some of the resveratrol and as well, and some of the other things, you know, whatever, you know, added a little, you know, antifungals to help on the process. If who knows? Maybe it won't do anything in the end. I really hope it will, but yeah, it would be nice with a swim, you know. But yeah, I'm feeling so low on energy. I'm not feeling up to that's incredible. I'm still feeling so tired. Well, anyway, have a good one, all of you. Again, there's not much to say. Not any totally wild breaking, sadly. Again, I thought that Diflucan would have worked faster in the beginning, you know. Overall would have worked, you know, quicker. Now, of course, they say 2 weeks in regards of if you know, that's in regards of an infection and all that, candidiasis and all that, then they say 2 weeks minimum in regards of this dose that I'm on. And of course I haven't been 2 weeks on this dose. So yeah. Then they go on to, I think it was like 2 weeks to 8 weeks or something like that. And then apparently it depends. So minimum 2 weeks they talk about, and then it might be longer. But that's people still with, you know, I guess, as I understand, a suppressed immune system, because that's usually where they actually are treating this, and not in immunocompetent in regards to people having the immune system still, you know, up and running and all that. So, yeah. Who knows? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. You know, I don't know what it else could be. Yeah, I know. And then again, you know, it's actually at the moment it's also pretty silent down south, so that's also nice. Again, maybe I don't know. I don't know. I have to see. There's nothing else to do. Go on and see what happens. You know, that's like, you know, that's the only way to do it, I guess. Oh yeah, yeah. It's. Again, I must say it must still be ongoing in regards, you know, I'm still having a little more heat up on the, you know, so I guess maybe it's, you know, again, maybe still the process is still ongoing and just less rough. You know, I like that it was somewhat rough in the beginning, and some, you know, of course I didn't like it when I was in it, but you know, the idea that you know that you can see that something is happening, right? You know. That was pretty nice in the beginning, you know. I have less of issues now. I feel better in regards, that's for sure, in regards of coming out of it. So, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I guess I don't have much more. No, don't have any more, I guess. That's just it. Incredible. Yep, there's nothing more than to go on, right? And check it out. So, would have been nice to see the itching go totally away. You know, I still have hope for it. Wow, that was really hard to figure out in regards to how many, in regards to the days. You know, my brain is just totally just feels like I can't think nearly. It's like, yeah, what's going on here? Anyway, maybe it's just because it's morning. I don't know. But it's just, and of course, numbers and all that. I guess I've never been totally good at, and it's getting a little still a little confusion in regards to the Roman calendar and when you're going by the the Jewish biblical way of starting the day and so forward. It does become a little, So 4 doses to see, and then buy a refill. Again, it wasn't that expensive. I guess they must have it on. At the moment it's, compared to many other places at least, it's not that expensive. It's like 500 kronas, which I guess would be around $100 or something like that for 2 packages. In total 5,600 milligram pills. So I guess it's not that compared to other places where they're just totally robbing you totally. I guess they're probably doing that as well with this. Probably pretty cheap to make, and so they're probably robbing you totally anyway. But at least it could be it's not that bad compared to other places. So I guess the next thing on the line in regards to this is to I guess probably buy a refill and continue, and then think on natural ways to continue to to combat it. To have like the resveratrol. And looking into some of these natural ways, that might be a good idea, to, I don't know, to see. Pretty much. Morning in Denmark, and the cars are rolling along out there, going to work and all that, and Christmas in regards of Yule, or Saturnalia, whatever you want to call it, is coming upon the world as usual. And parents lying to their children in regards of gnomes and Satan claws and all that other bullshit and all that. It's very sad. How much energy goes into this pagan bullshit? It's just whatever. That's probably, you can probably find other threads in regards of pagan bullshit, in regards of Satan claws. Christ Mass. But, it's not found in the Bible, You can't find it in the Bible. It's not commanded in the Torah. So, it's not one of the celebrations of Jehovah. The celebrations of Jehovah, again, is Passover, 7 days of unleavened bread. And then after the weekly Sabbath, that's the first fruit. And then you count to 50. And then you have Shavuot, which is the festival of weeks. And then you have the Day of Trump, that's then in the fall. And this was in the spring, in the beginning, right? Passover is in the first month. So the new year begins in spring and not in winter. And then you have the Day of Trumpet, and then you have, after 10 days, you have 10 days total. You have the first day is the Day of Trumpet, and the last day of these 10 days are the Day of Atonement. Then, on the 15th of that month, you have Sukkot. That would be at the full moon, because, that's when the month is in the middle. You have full moon, so we can see that at the moment, the moon is nearly full on the mobile. I'm not sure if I can see the moon anywhere out here. I don't know if it's actually out here. Nope. Can't see it here. Anyway. But in any case, when it's full, you are in the middle of the month, and that's the beginning of Sukkot in the 7th moon or month. No, I can't see the moon. No. But it's actually looking pretty good in regards of the weather, in regards of blue sky. That's nice. Of course, we never know if any one of these planes come by and begin to spray their things, and then you have gray all over. That's very sad. But anyway, we'll have to see. At the moment, there's pretty clean sky. But again, some you would when you're they come with the planes, and then whatever it is, if it's just makes the heaven grayish and mushy and disgusting, pretty much. So, but anyway, living in a satanic world, right? Full of satanic bullshit and deception and lies, and it's incredible. So Sukkot, and you have 7 days of Sukkot, and then you have the last great day. So you have 7 days plus the one, so you have 8 days in total. And the last great day is the last festival in the year. That's in fall. There's no celebrations in the winter. That's just pretty much, I guess, in some sense, a reset. In some sense, like nothing going on there. It's just waiting and looking forward to the Passover in the spring. So I guess it's a time of, the pagans goes wild with their festivals, which is not biblical. Anyway, have a good one. I'm done. I don't have anything. I'm just tired. I should get some food, some nice statin, and see if I could get a swim. Would be nice. Just if I could get I need to have those books back to the library as well. Now I've been talking about, I really need to get that out of the way. I have some library books that is way over time. Really bad of me. It's just so many things, and I just went downhill on those things. So a little on the Freemasons, some songbooks in regards to Martin Luther's work in regards of and book of his, and a songbook from a Danish songbook from that. I really want to have that again, or buy a verse, something like that. To listen to some of the old melodies in the 16th century, and they're like more childlike, but that's a whole area for itself as well. And again, there's so many things to do. So anyway, have a good one. Stopping now. Stop.